Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Tim. I'm sorry I haven't been doing any filming for the last few weeks. It's been really busy, so I decided to actually in this video take you through everything we've been doing. And originally we hadn't planned on filming these events, but we did take footage from them, so I kind of put it all together and I'm going to take you through what it looks like to live here in the Ozarks for 1 week. And we started off with a really cool blood moon, ended up at a Jeep Jam where we almost got blown away by a tornado, went waterfall hiking, and went to a benefit auction and won this really cool cooler, which I'll tell you about later. And I made some changes back to the Jeep. I went back with the EcoFlow fridge in here. I'm gonna give it one more shot. We just got done putting the red arc back in, which is working perfect now, no problems with it. So we're really off to a good start to this summer, so let's get started with the video.
We head south. We're headed for Arkansas for a fun weekend. The Jeep Jam will actually start on Friday, run through Sunday. Today's a nice clear night, which we're excited because it's supposed to be the blood moon, and I wanted to actually get to watch the blood moon, maybe get some pictures of it. We're going to find some camp somewhere in Arkansas, close to Jasper, where the Jeep Jam's been going on. I learned about the Jeep Jam during the Oklahoma Rally and had it on my calendar. Been looking forward to it because it is a pretty area. While driving and trying to find the perfect campsite, I had a couple things in mind. I wanted a place that was completely dark where I'd have a good view of the moon, and I wanted to be by some water and enjoy the sounds of the running water. And since it was a Thursday and there was nobody inside, I was able to find exactly the perfect spot. At that spot, the dogs got out. They enjoyed stretching their legs, playing and burning off all their energy while I enjoyed a very nice supper. Had a great supper, relaxed, took it slow while sitting around a campfire and taking everything in. Just waiting for the blood moon, which actually appeared about 1:30 in its best view, and it was spectacular. It was amazing to sit there and just watch it. One thing I did learn though, I wasn't a very good photographer of moons, so that's something I'll be working on in the future. Next morning, woke up late, enjoyed a nice breakfast, took time packing up camp, and we get on the road for the 30-minute drive to the Jasper Jeep Jam. We noticed Jeeps and Overland rigs everywhere. Looked like it was going to be a nice rally. And the whole rally itself isn't a huge rally. It's where everyone's stacked on top of each other. It's just really the right size to be able to relax and enjoy the weekend. After we got all checked in, we were met with our friendly tour guide who gave us a tour of how the grounds were set up. What was nice was they gave us options to camp in several different campgrounds, and you could pick out exactly what kind of camping that you wanted to do. For us, after reviewing all the campgrounds, we would look around and try to determine our site. After checking out all the options for camping for the weekend, we chose the one with the gates to the arena. They told us we could stay there, so we took that spot. And that was nice because everyone's just far enough apart. And for us, with having Belgian Malinois for pets, it was good to let them be able to run out there in the arena area and just burn off steam. But while there, we met some new friends, and the people we were camping around become close friends for the future that I hope we keep in contact with and see at future rallies, because it was just really fun time. That night, it was nice to start off with. We walked up to one of the local vendors to get some barbecue, and we had to run back to the truck because there was a storm coming in with clouds that were swirling and lightning that was crashing with some rain. But we were able to eat lunch in the truck and stay safe and dry. But we're listening to the weather radio, and we heard alerts being put out for a tornado in the area. We went over to the scanner. We're listening to public service crews and fire crews talking about a tornado in the area, which was just to the east of us. Luckily, it didn't come to our campground. The band kept on playing. They had to go inside, and the next night they had another band as well, which that was one thing about this rally. All the bands that played here were great bands. They were fun to listen to, and the crowd had a good time with them. And some part of the time we listened to them back at the campsite by the fire, and other times we got involved with the crowd and had a good time as well. They had some good raffles there where they gave away some good prizes, but unfortunately I didn't have the winning numbers, but still had a good time.
No, sorry. Kids recording.
The next morning we woke up fairly early, got to look around the campgrounds, and today was our last day. We were going to head out, and I had a couple waterfalls that I had marked on the map, and a couple of the people we were camping around had visited one the day before and was telling us about it, so we were going to go check them out. I got the dogs out, gave them some good exercise since they were going to be spending the most of today in the truck, so let them burn off some of that energy before we headed out to check out some great waterfalls. Our first visit was to a waterfall in the Jasper area called Twin Falls. If you're ever in the area, I recommend that you go to it. It's not a very big hike, it's a short hike, and you're able to go to both the top and the bottom of the falls. But I would recommend that you have a high clearance vehicle. It's not required. As you can see, there's several vehicles that are just cars and vans that we met, but they had a tough time getting out at first. They had to take a couple really good runs at it before they could make it up the steep hill that had some shelf rock at different stages, which made it a little difficult for vehicles that aren't high clearance. And followed by the first vehicle, we met our buddy from the rally in the second vehicle. We stopped and visited with him for a little bit. He told us how amazing the falls were, so we were anxious to get down there and have a look for ourselves. It's really neat how you meet people at these rallies and you run into them in other places, as we all have the same type of places and things that we like to do in common. After the amazing hike, we headed back. We're going to go back to Jasper and go to one of the local restaurants there in town called the Ozark Cafe. They have a really great menu, and I've never been disappointed by them in all of our trips there. One of the things I noticed while on the trip is my refrigerator wasn't charging. The batteries weren't charging that were going to it, and it was running on what was left in the lithium batteries along with the battery that the EcoFlow Glacier comes with. After checking the power and talking with Red Arc, I come to find out my BC to DC charger was malfunctioning. And I will tell you, Red Arc is an excellent company. They had a new one out to me in no time at all, which I installed without a problem. The week being home from the Jasper Jeep Jam seemed like it went by way too fast, and I had another event to go to. I did have enough downtime, and with Red Arc speedy shipping, I was able to get that BC-DC charger replaced. And I was testing it on the road, and it was working like a champ. It quickly charged up the batteries again, and everything was working perfect. So again, another big shout out to Red Arc for their great products and customer service. I'm now on my way to St. Louis, and it's going to be a week long of training. It's the ILEETA conference that I go to every year, and basically ILEETA is a training group of instructors where you practice the latest techniques and you get certified to teach classes to your students. And my students mainly are within the bail bond and security industries and law enforcement industries where we teach classes. This year was at Union Station there in St. Louis, and it's a great place to visit. And I'll tell you, if you've never visited before and you're in the St. Louis area, you should stop by and look at it. It's a really cool place to check out, and I was very happy with our rooms. I had enough room in there to have enough space to be able to work during the week, during my time off at nighttime, plus relax and attend my classes. I did have a visitor show up every day. Kind of weird. It was this pigeon, and he would literally sit on my shelf every evening, look in my windows, but he was pretty cool. As you can see, the ILEETA conference is a really large conference where everyone gets to come together, see the latest technologies, toys, and tools that we can bring back and inform other people throughout our classes that things that are new on the market and can be offered on top of our training and things that we get in the classrooms. So it's a great week in networking and meeting new people. It's also fun to learn new skills and just different ways to do things to stay up to date, especially in the realm of use of force and protecting yourself as far as doing stuff that is safe, practical, technical, and tactical to where nobody gets hurt. One of the treats of the seminar was I got a VIP ticket to go to the Sabre factory where they make the Sabre sprays. And not sure if you guys know, but they also make the Sabre bear spray, which I'm very interested in. We got to tour their whole plant. They fed us a really great barbecue dinner before the tour. And then once we took the tour, we were able to go through, see all their products, and watch them demonstrate each individual products. And I'll tell you, they have some really great product along with their factory. It was very impressive and very clean. While training at these shows and learning new tactics and skills, I always pay attention to some of the things that we might be able to cross over from the law enforcement and bail and bounty hunter world over to the overland world. Things like less lethal devices, things that we're able to take into places that we're not allowed to take firearms to, and just a second option for people to be safe, such as this pepper ball gun. I enjoyed the training on these. It was fun to learn about the products, and I learned a lot of new skills and sharpened some other skills that I'll be able to bring back and introduce through my classes of both Overlanders and the security and law enforcement markets. If you guys have any ideas for any of the classes you'd like to see me teach at some of these Overland rallies, let me know. I know I have a class already on the burner guns, which I'll probably be making a video about that at some point and going over some of the pros and cons of carrying the burner. But also there's other devices on the market too that I'm able to introduce you to. And of course I'm still a firearms trainer and also shoot live rounds as well. And it's important, and that some of the places that we're at and some of the places that we stay that are remote, to keep a lot of things in mind for security. Don't get too wrapped up into focusing too much on it to where it makes you paranoid and don't feel safe, but at the same time, situational awareness has never hurt anybody, and being prepared is a must. So in the future, if you guys would like some classes, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to it if you did, and it really helps me out if you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I hope to see you guys soon, and stay safe.